Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So thank you guys so much for watching this series as I edit Survivor and got it ready for publication. As you can see it behind me, I always like to show you guys the real reality of, you know, the process of writing and editing, and sometimes it isn't always easy. And in order for it to be this wonderful, thrilling, exciting book that it is today, Survivor but Deadly meets the Hunger Games, with an epic fantasy twist, multicast of characters, no spice, romantic subplots, all of that. It takes process, it takes work, it takes effort, and I wasn't always into it, and I dreaded it really badly, but my editor and I worked together. She helped push me and this story, and I was able to add 80,000 words in it and completely change it and rewrite it and make it the book that you see before you. It is available for pre-order on Amazon right now in ebook form, and it's coming out in November, so be sure to grab your copy and pre-order it now. I'll have a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so this is day 6 of editing Survivor. I hope. It's 10 o'clock and it's the 5th of January and it's Sunday. So my cousin and I have started live streaming every Sunday for the week ahead on our TBR challenges for our new podcast, Pens and Paperbacks. I will have a card here. And we just got through filming our January week 2 live stream, so I'll pop that up here on the screen. By the time you guys are watching this, it'll be up. So I've been talking a lot, and I had acid come up my throat in the middle of the live stream, and I ran out of water. So I'm tired of chatting and talking and being on camera, and I think I'm kind of burning out on YouTube just in general, even though I'm really enjoying our podcast, and I love reading and talking about the books, and we talked about a bunch of other articles today. So it's really fun. You should go check it out. But it's 10 o'clock, so I have an hour and a half to get as much edited as I can out of chapter 3. So I want to see how many... let me look at real quick. Okay. It looks like 26 to 34. So 12 pages. I don't know, depending on how fast or slow it goes. And then I may have to, I don't know if I have to map anything else out. And I also still have to consider writing new scenes. So we'll see what I can get done, but it may be one of those where I'll have to stop halfway through. And I'm also kind of getting tired. I didn't sleep well last night. It's been a fun day, but a good day. And it's also, it like iced and snowed and stuff, which is not really relevant to anything other than it's really pretty, but also very cold outside, and it's kind of chilly out here. But I'm tired, and I don't want to talk too much more because of my throat, so I will check in with you guys later when I have something that I did to actually report to you guys. And I'm sorry that it's a lot of talking head videos. I don't want to spoil a whole lot by showing my screen, and I'm getting in as much detail as I can without spoiling the book for you guys. So we'll see how this goes. I'm probably going to go over the notes for chapter 2 to make sure I covered everything, and then review the notes for 3 before I get started and go from there. So it'll take me like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna get started. So check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so it's still day 5 of editing, no, day 6 of editing Survivor, and I just finished. It's 11:20, so it took me literally an hour and 20 minutes, but I did actually finish all of chapter 3 without having to do a second session. It was actually to page 33, not 36. I don't know what I was thinking. So 34 actually starts chapter 4, which I have to leave out. So I did, technically the back of this included, but I did all of these pages here. And I did keep track of what I added into the story, because I didn't add like a full extra scene, but like here and there I was adding paragraphs and stuff. So I wrote down a list. So I'll show you guys that first of all. Anytime I would add something, a little paragraph, I'd highlight it and write it down. As you can see, like one time I added 4 words, but I still counted it. So I added that all together to get my total, which I added 681 words added, but the whole chapter 3 was 5,141 words. Again, that seems to be the precedent. That seems to be the case. So it's at 23,017 words total, and I just finished chapter 3, so I already did that. I technically don't need that anymore, but we'll deal with that later. So according to the chart, which I did, I'm on chapter 4. So as you can see, I'm way above the predicted thing, which is always a good thing. So I want to save that. And then we need to, okay, hold on. All right, so we're gonna color in chapter 3. Let's see, we're gonna do red. Yeah, let's just do red today. Just the color I was feeling today. Mostly because it was the first one that I actually reached. You'd think I'd get better at this as time goes on, but I think I'm actually getting worse. Yay, chapter 3 is done. Man, that looks good. That's starting to look good. And I love being able to like measure my progress with something visual besides just a graph. And like, it's so pretty. So that's what we got going on. That, I'm so proud of that. Also need to add that here. So edit. I spelled that way wrong. Day 6. What was it was like 500, or no, it was 600. Okay, so that's in that. And okay. Right here we have yay! I also gotta get the lighting fixed. Okay, so I also wanted to clarify that the scenes that I added here and there, for me, I feel good because in instances when I felt like, okay, this character that's in this scene needs to shine more and there could be more added to it. Like one scene was more like summarized and I expanded it and turned it into a scene, and it was just like a really simple thing, but it adds so much more to all these side characters without having to necessarily go to their perspective, but still strengthens what we see of them and gives them more screen time, again, without having to go to their perspectives or add whole new scenes to the story. It adds these little tidbits, and I feel so good about this chapter, and I feel like it's strengthening the story and the characters, and I'm falling in love with so many other characters because they're just these little tidbits. As you guys saw, it was like 300 words here and 4 words there and 21 words and 136 and stuff like that. So it wasn't a lot, but a little can go a long way. So this has been day 6 of editing Survivor. I feel so good about this. I feel amazing and revitalized, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get to editing tonight because of the podcast, having to film that and stuff, and I only had an hour and a half, and I thought I was gonna stop halfway through chapter 3. So the fact that I got chapter 3 all the way done is amazing. For chapter 4 though, I'm gonna have to listen to the recordings and see if there's anything big. It helps that chapter 3 didn't have anything big to change, which is a huge blessing, and I'm thankful for God for it, and he's helping me and inspiring me, and I've been praying a lot, so that's been helping too. So I'll check in with you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more writing or reading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed watching this episode and want to keep watching, then check out the next episode. It'll be here.